Hey sis, how old are you now? Dolly? I thought I hadn't heard from you in a while. What is it? Just tell me, how old are you? I'm 45. Oh, that's right. Oh, thank God. It's not like I've lost my mind or gone back in time. What do you mean? Sis, you're getting married. Mom told me. Oh my God. Mom told you? Yes, we're getting married in 3 months. My fiancé and I went to our parents' house yesterday to tell them. This is so big. Why aren't you inviting me? On the contrary, why do you think I would invite you? The family has severed all ties with you. That's just a front for Dad. Mom still calls me family. We keep in touch. Oh, really? I mean, that's not important right now. I heard that your fiancé is a young, handsome, 25-year-old CEO. You're a 45-year-old hag, and you're marrying a guy 20 years younger than you. I know being called an old hag is hard to hear, but yes, he's 25. That's the same age as me. Why would an ugly old hag like you, unsold merchandise, be able to marry a young, good-looking CEO? I don't get it. I mean, you're just trying to get back at me, aren't you? Pardon me? What do you mean? I'm a real daughter born from Mom and Dad, but you're only half-blood because you're the daughter of Dad and his ex-wife. You were jealous of me because I'm young, pretty, brilliant, and loved by Mom and Dad. So you whispered some lies into Daddy's ears and got me kicked out of the house. And you weren't satisfied with that. So you are going to marry a handsome CEO the same age as me, as if to show me how it's done. You have such a warped personality. I'm not trying to show off at all. I wasn't going to tell you about the marriage because you were kicked out of the house. I didn't know Mom was taking your side. She always said you're too old to be her daughter. She and you don't have a drop of blood between you. It's only natural that she'd love me, right? Oh, is that so? I didn't know she thought that. Well, when we get married, we'll build our own house near his office and move. And I'll be away from your mother, so I don't care. Why are you acting so smug? That's the kind of thing that has always pissed me off. If you're going to do this, there are things I can do as well. Sis, only 1 month left until the wedding. I have an unfortunate announcement for you. What is it? Ha ha ha! I'm in a soft and loving relationship with my sister's fiancé. Huh? He's 25 years old, the president of the company, Shane Greenwood. He's in a hotel with me right now. To be frank, I don't want to be disturbed by an older, haggard sister who is trying to get her hands on the goods. I heard that you work for Shane's company. I don't know how you got promoted, being an incompetent old hag. I'm amazed that you seduced the president of the company and got engaged to him. But I'm not going to let you get away with that. From now on, if I want to, I can tell Shane to fire my sister. If you think you can fight me just because you're the manager, you're gravely mistaken. What are you talking about? If it is my fiancé, he's with me right now. Who's Shane Greenwood? What? Are you trying to deceive me by pretending you don't know him? That's the kind of tactic you've been using to win Shane over, isn't it? But that kind of strategy won't work on me. You should know your place, you 45-year-old hag, marrying a handsome 25-year-old CEO. Shane said he would switch to me the moment he saw me. An old lady being the wife of the president is hilarious. He said he'd rather marry me, someone younger than him. Oh, is that so? I don't know what it is, but why don't you do whatever you want? I'll have the wedding as planned. There's no way you can do that. You're just in shock because you lost your fiancé to me. That must be why you can't think straight. My poor sister. Seriously, you're hilarious. Hey, sissy. Are you really going to have your wedding today? You're going to have a wedding even though you were rejected? That's amazing. You're so miserable. Are you crazy? I mean, you know the groom isn't going to be there, but you're just going through with the ceremony? That's so scary. Is it like they're going to use a mannequin as the groom? That's even more scary. Dolly, what are you babbling on about? If it's the groom you're talking about, we came to the wedding hall together, and we're both in the middle of getting ready. What? Even meeting up with a mannequin and getting ready? If you're that delusional, you're in trouble. Delusional? I mean, come on. Shane is with me right now. Oh, is that a fact? That's why you have no choice but to cancel the wedding today. No, your relationship and my marriage have nothing to do with each other. Huh? Are you a sore loser? I'm telling you, your groom is with me. There's no way you can have a wedding under the circumstances. It's not fair for an ugly hag to get engaged to a handsome executive. That's why I took him away from you. I get to be the boss's wife too, killing two birds with one stone. By the way, I went to City Hall yesterday to register our marriage, so you won't be able to take him back. As for me, I would have been happy to wait until after I watched your wedding ceremony get destroyed. But Shane said we should do it as soon as possible. I'm really loved. I see. So that's what you were aiming for. So take that. If you figured it out, why don't you call off the wedding? No matter how you try, there won't be a groom. It's really miserable to be dealing with a mannequin. I showed you what reality is. You're still being so full of delusion, you're scary. You're the one who's delusional, Dolly. Huh? My fiancé is called Roy Greenwood. You married Shane Greenwood. He's not the boss. What? What do you mean? Your fiancé is Roy Greenwood, not Shane? Shane Greenwood is my fiancé's twin brother. He was a former presidential candidate. What do you mean, former? He was going to be the president because he was the eldest son. But he was found to have embezzled company money and used it to play around with women. So he was eliminated as a candidate. At the same time, the father of the Greenwood family cut him off. So now he is an ordinary person with no connections to the company. He's my husband's twin brother. But when I first heard his name, it didn't ring a bell. It's because his existence has been erased from the Greenwood family's black history so that no one would talk about it. What? Embezzlement? Playing with women? That's a lie. He's not that kind of person. He says he's the president and he makes a lot of money. He also knows that you are the general manager. My name is on the company website. That's why he saw it and said it at random, didn't he? I heard he's always been good at lying to deceive women. That's not... I'm a customer relations person, so I put my name on the website for the customer's trust. I can't believe he would misuse my name for something like this. Maybe we need to rethink our policies a little. A lie! If that's the case, then where is Shane making his money from? If he's not the boss, how can he buy me bags and stuff? He's always at home. It's not like he works at a normal company. If you're always at home, aren't you a recluse? Maybe the money comes from other women paying. Or maybe he's won some money betting or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't work for our company. You must be crazy to think that a man who is always at home is the boss. I thought that because he's the boss, he can make money even if he lets employees do the work. I'm sorry, but being a boss is not such a leisurely job. Shane was kicked out of his parents' house. Roy, who wasn't supposed to be president, took over. He was working like a madman. He was trained from the ground up as an ordinary employee, making the rounds of clients, talking directly to customers, and so on. In the process, I had the opportunity to mentor him as a supervisor. That's how we got to know each other and we became lovers. I don't want to hear about the old lady's relationship. I mean, come on, Shane isn't the president? In fact, it's a lie that he might be a recluse, isn't it? Come on, why don't you ask him then? It's too late for that. He and I got registered yesterday. I remember you said he wanted to get married as soon as possible. Maybe he wanted to do it because he didn't want you to find out the truth and reject him. That's not true. You're lying because you're jealous of me. You're an old woman. You're doing this because you're jealous of me being so young, just like you kicked me out of the house so long ago. Oh, you're talking about the old days? As I recall, there was a big row when you stole my boyfriend. Dad got mad and kicked you out of the house. A womanizing husband and a predatory woman who repeatedly tries to steal my boyfriends. I think they make a perfect couple. I would never accept that. Trade husbands with me. I'm sorry, but... Now I'm angry. I'm gonna tell Dad about what happened today. You're the daughter of Dad's last wife. Maybe you think your dad is the only one who will stand by you. I'm going to go on a rampage and cry to him that you were bullying me. Do you think you can do that now? Do you know where your father is now? It's your wedding, right? Mom and I didn't get invitations. It's really rude to only invite Dad. But it's a nearby wedding anyway, right? It'll be easy to find if I look for it, and I'm going to get in and ruin the ceremony. The wedding is in Australia. What? You're kidding! An overseas wedding? Not just the wedding. I told you we were going to build our house near his company when we got married, right? The headquarters is actually in Australia. We're getting ready to build our own home, and Dad will be living here from now on. What? You and your mother didn't know that Dad was secretly preparing to move out? It's true. Dad's room is empty. Why did this happen? Why don't you ask yourself why this happened? Well, I have to get ready for the wedding. Bye. Sis! Wait a minute. I got married to a recluse. I'm not going to let you live a luxurious life abroad. Hey, answer me. My husband and I were blessed by our trusted relatives and colleagues. We had a happy wedding in Australia, and we are still living in Australia. My father has long been aware that my mother was secretly communicating with Dolly, whom she should have disowned. I am enjoying a relaxing life in retirement, free from the selfishness of mother and sister. Shane has been a recluse ever since he was kicked out of his parents' house and has been living off his women. He had 3 other women in addition to Dolly. Dolly wanted to divorce him, but Shane threatened her, and she had no choice but to stay married to him. Furthermore, Dolly was also asked by her mother to help her financially. It seems that her face and personality have become distorted due to stress and anger from all sides. Even though she is still in her late 20s, she has become old, looking like she is in her 40s.
Joe, have you finished work yet? I want to talk to you about Kim.
I'm done, but what is it?
Can I call you?
I'm at a restaurant. If it's going to be long, I'd rather do it on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll chat with you on WhatsApp, but I don't want to say this out loud, but is Kim having an affair?
What? Why? There's no way Kim is cheating on me.
But you know, Kim went home in a suit in the middle of the day.
So what?
Married women usually don't dress up like that unless they're meeting a guy.
She works in sales, so a suit is the norm for her work. Some days she's out of the office for more than half the day. On those days, she goes home and cooks her own lunch to save money.
That could be an excuse. Look, she says she's out of the office, but she's at a hotel with her boss or a co-worker.
Come on, Mom. Would you stop with your vulgar fantasies? There's no way Kim would do such a thing. I don't care if you're my mom. You're starting to piss me off.
But she works at a different company than you. It's not like you are always together. It's impossible to rule out the possibility of infidelity without even seeing what Kim does, don't you think? No one gets married thinking they're going to cheat on their partner. Your feelings alone don't prove anything, do they?
How about you, Mom? Do you have proof?
Of course I do. As a matter of fact, I've installed a surveillance camera at the entrance of your house.
Huh?
That's how I was able to get a perfect shot of her coming home during the day.
A camera? You did that without asking?
I did it to protect you. Actually, you should be thankful that I found out about Kim's affair like this.
But Kim came home alone, right?
That's right.
Then it's not proof of an affair. I've never thought that Kim would cheat on me ever since we started dating, and I trust her. We're working out fine, so please don't try to do anything. You're going too far, setting up cameras in people's houses without permission.
But if she were cheating on you, you'd end up getting a divorce, right? If she doesn't want to be suspicious, I think she should just be a stay-at-home mom like me.
Oh, is that women should stay at home thing again? Mom, times are different now. Women work hard, and it's not uncommon for men to do the housework. You know, even 2 of my bosses are women. I don't care how much you say you were born in the 60s. You were an adult in the 90s. You should at least understand the trends of the world. Even if you can't change your thinking, can you stop forcing your ideas on us?
Joe, you should change your thinking. Our home is ours. Others are others. That's what I've been saying since you were a kid.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's wrong to be a housewife like you, Mom. But there are women like Kim who feel that working is what makes their life worth living. I don't want to be attached to one idea. I want to respect her feelings too.
What's a man saying something like that? You can't say you respect your wife's feelings because you let her be free to do whatever she wants.
What?
Kim takes advantage of you because you behave like that. You should be a man and put your foot down. I don't know if it's your boss or your co-worker, but you should break up with a woman who uses work as an excuse to have an affair.
You know what? You're talking as if Kim's infidelity has been confirmed, but you don't have any proof, do you? I'm gonna get really pissed off if you keep going on about unsubstantiated facts.
Even if there's no proof, she's acting suspicious, dressing up like that.
Let me ask you something. Are you having an affair too?
What?
So, if you look a little suspicious, doesn't that mean you're having an affair too? Just because you are, don't think it's the same for others. She's not like you.
What are you talking about?
Mom, you should read this text again. You don't realize that your words and actions are wrong, do you?
That doesn't stop you from assuming my infidelity without any proof.
The other guy is Mark Hansen, 55 years old.
What? What?
He's an elite businessman who has worked his way up the ladder at a big company. You met at the night class you started attending 2 years ago, and your relationship has continued since then. But he's married with a wife and 2 sons. Right? Unlike you, I have proof of what I'm saying. What are you doing at your age? The camera is bad enough, but you really shouldn't be having an affair. You're a mother with a grown son.
Why?
Dad had a private investigator check it out.
A private investigator?
I just heard about it from Dad. He said that since you started going to night classes, you suddenly started dressing up and you thought something was wrong. Dad and Kim are looking at these text messages with me.
Oh no, stop it. I can't believe that you're showing everyone the message.
Also, he's staying with us from today.
What? Why?
Of course, because he doesn't want to be with a woman who's cheating on him. Dad said you'll have to talk to a lawyer from now on. Also, you're going to have to pay for the removal of the cameras from our house.
Please, put your dad on the phone for me. I tried calling your father's cell phone, but I can't get through.
He says he doesn't even want to hear your voice anymore, so he's blocking your calls. Kim and I are going to block you too.
Even you, Joe?
I don't need an adulterous mother. A month after this message, my parents' divorce was finalized. Alimony was claimed against both my mother and her lover, and a good lawyer did his best to squeeze as much as possible out of them. Also, this divorce worked out for my father, and he was able to get rid of my mother, who had never worked a day in her life. The lover was also divorced, but my mother said he left her because she asked him to pay her alimony costs as well. The camera at the entrance of our house has been removed, and Kim and I can finally live in peace. Of course, I charged my mother for the removal cost. A few months later, Kim, who was working outside in the field, saw my mother working as a janitor in a building. My mother also noticed Kim and ran away quickly. She told me that my mother looked miserable and that she did not want to be like that. That was the last I heard of what happened to my mother.
Hey Sam. I'm going out. I won't be back until late, so just have whatever for dinner.
What? You're going out for dinner too?
Normally, when I say I won't be home until late, that's what I mean. Use your brain. How stupid are you? Or do you not like me eating out?
No, it's not that I don't like it or anything. Haven't you been eating out a lot lately? You've been out 4 days already this week.
Huh? So what? You have no right to tell me what to do. What? A housewife should just stay at home and eat leftovers? You're saying all this stuff, but in the end, you don't like me eating out, do you?
That's not what I meant. Why are you being so quarrelsome? Why are you so irritated? What I'm trying to say is, haven't you been slacking off on the housework a bit? You haven't cooked a proper meal for me recently. You're not doing a very good job of cleaning, and I'm doing most of the laundry. Did you fold up the laundry I did this morning?
It's still in the dryer. I told you I was going out, didn't I? Why don't you do it when you get back? I mean, shouldn't the person who started the laundry be responsible for folding it? Who do you think you are, forcing someone else to do it?
It's too late to do it after I get home. Everything will be wrinkled. You were home in the morning, right? Didn't I leave a note for you to fold the clothes in the morning? Lisa, did you just get up? This late?
I was asleep, so what? I'm tired too. I mean, shouldn't you take care of yourself, like cooking dinner or cleaning and washing clothes? You're not a child. I'm not your mom. You don't need me to take care of everything. I didn't marry a baby.
Take care of yourself? That's exactly what I want to say to you. I've been taking care of the house every day. In the morning, I pick up the laundry you've thrown on the floor and wash it. Make breakfast and my own lunch. I clean the bathroom, take out the trash, and do the shopping on my way home from work. I do everything for you, and you don't even fold a single piece of clothing?
What's that? Are you trying to appeal how great you are? That's the kind of thing an elementary school kid could do. Don't get all high and mighty just because you do that.
Then what do you do during the day? You sleep till noon, don't fold the laundry I asked you to do, go out to eat, play around till midnight. You don't do anything that can be called housework. And you call yourself a full-time housewife. You're more like a freeloader than a housewife.
I'm a freeloader. How dare you say that? I do a lot of things while you're away. I mean, that's discrimination against full-time housewives. I went to the trouble of quitting my job that I loved so much to devote myself to you, and all you do is complain.
A job you loved. You're the one who left your job as soon as the marriage was finalized. The day after I proposed, you handed in your resignation without telling me because you were going to become a full-time housewife. I'd rather you go back to work than screw around without doing any housework all day. You've been eating out more and more, and it's putting a strain on the family budget. The word freeloader fits you perfectly.
Huh? Our family's finances are suffering because of your income, right? You're not doing good enough as a husband. So what are you talking so high and mighty for? Furthermore, you're not doing a good job yourself, so don't blame it on me. If you can't provide enough for your wife, why don't you go work a second job at night and make some money?
If you and I both worked and we still didn't have enough money, I would think about getting a second job or changing careers. But for a housewife who doesn't work, doesn't do housework, and only hangs around or plays around, it's not like I'm going to add more work to my life. I don't think it's right for me to have to do more. If you would stop playing around, it would be a little easier on the family budget. I can't do everything at home while I'm working. Please, do some actual housework.
Oh, yes, yes. So it's all my fault. What era are you from? Women are supposed to stay at home and live in moderation. If you don't like me that much, let's get a divorce.
Why are you talking like that?
Just going out for a little while and you're all whiny, 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 whiny. Don't treat your wife like a slave. I don't want a man who won't even allow me to go out to eat once in a while. I don't want to be married to a male-dominated, primitive man any longer.
Don't blame it on me. I wouldn't complain if it was once or twice a week, but you're out 5 times a week. You're buying clothes and bags every time you go out. You spend money on things you use a couple of times a year, but I still manage to make ends meet. I don't deserve to be called a worthless person.
I really don't like that kind of logic either. I want a divorce. Divorce, divorce. I'm going to get the divorce papers now. Just sign the papers.
Divorce, divorce, divorce. Why do you want to destroy our marriage so badly? Is that some kind of threat? Do you think that threat will work on me?
It's not a threat. I'm serious this time. I'll leave the divorce papers with my signature on them on the kitchen table. Go ahead and sign them, if you can. I don't think you'll be able to do it anyway, you spineless bitch.
Come on, Lisa. Don't say things like that, even as a joke.
I'm serious. I won't forgive you even if you get down on your knees and beg later. Bye-bye.
Come on, Lisa.
Good morning. Have you cooled down a bit? If you apologize, I think I can forgive you.
What do you mean, good morning? What time do you think it is? I'm the one who should be asking if you've cooled off. Why should I apologize? I didn't say anything wrong.
Did you see what was on the table? The divorce papers with my name on them. I left them there last night when I came home. I just looked and they're gone. But you threw them away, didn't you? It wasn't even in the trash. I bet you burned them. There's no way a man like you would have the courage to serve divorce papers. A spineless, worthless man. I hope you learned your lesson. Don't ever put your nose in anything I do again. Also, when you come back, make sure to apologize. If you get on your knees, I'll let it go. Oh, I think I want to eat a cake today. If you buy me some as an apology, I can eat it for you, okay?
Oh, if it's the paper on the table, I submitted it to the city hall first thing this morning. I almost finished the rest of the paperwork. We're divorced, just like you wanted.
Huh? What? You did? You're kidding.
It's real. I've already reported the divorce to my company, changed my payroll account, and transferred the rest of my money to another account. I also took you off my health insurance. We'll discuss the money at a later date. We'll have a lawyer come in and settle the matter. The house is in my name, so get your personal belongings and please leave. I'll contact your parents.
Wait a minute. You seriously turned in the papers? I don't get it. If this is a joke, I'm not laughing. Why did you turn them in? There's no way I'm really getting a divorce.
You don't get it? I'm the one who doesn't get it. Why are you so upset? You're the one who told me to go ahead and sign them. You also said you weren't kidding. You were serious. I'm not kidding. I'm serious too. I filed for divorce because I was serious. You don't work. You don't help around the house. You eat me out of house and home. If I say one word about it, you fly off the handle. At the end of the day, it's pointless to say married to someone who uses divorce papers as a threat, don't you think? But this kind of trick, it's terrible. Going behind my back like that. It's not valid. Go withdraw it now. Hurry up and go to the city office and get back the divorce papers. You've been doing whatever you want with my money. I'm telling you, I can't withdraw it. I've already finalized the procedures while you were fast asleep. Then I could just file for another marriage license. This divorce out of the blue is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. How are you going to do that? I won't sign your marriage certificate again. That's fine. I don't want it. I'll write it out on my own without your signature. I'm going to the city hall now. Even the people at the city hall must think this is crazy. Of course not. It's no use. I also submitted a marriage rejection notice while I was at it. While you were sleeping like a baby all afternoon. Why did you have to go that far? All right, I'm divorcing you. I'll take all your savings. I won't give you a penny. I also want the house as alimony. The furniture, the car, and anything else that will give me money is mine. If you're leaving, you're leaving. What kind of crazy talk is this? We don't have any shared savings, so the only thing you can take with you is what you had when you were single. You don't have any savings because you spent all your money, right? Like I said, the house is in my name, and the car is in my name. And you're the one who's going to pay alimony, right? I know about Mike. What? How do you know about Mike? I found out by accident. I found out while I was checking how often you went out, where you went, etc., to prepare for the divorce. But I'm afraid using your husband's money to go on spending sprees with a college student? How much money have you spent on Mike so far? It's not 1,000 or 2,000. It must be in the tens of thousands, right? If you weren't a big spender, a girl like you wouldn't get a date. That's an invasion of privacy. You were like stalking me or something. I'll sue you. Sue me if you can. I told you before, we'll talk about it with the lawyer. I have proof of your affair, proof of your spending money. I've got it all. You think you have a chance? I'll sell all the clothes and bags you bought with my money, and I'll get my money back. And I will only accept compensation payment in a one lump sum. I don't care if you get trampled. I'm sure your parents and Mike's parents can help you out. Wait a minute. Mike's still in college. You're going to ruin a kid's future. What kid? He's already 20 years old. He needs to understand what happens if you mess with someone else's wife. He deserves it. I mean, you messing with a college student. It's too funny you say that. No, wait. Okay. That's enough, okay? I'll do the housework from now on. I won't waste money. You've got to get in a better mood, okay? Divorce is too much. You don't have to go that far. Don't you get it yet? It's not about moods anymore. We're still talking about money, but it's all over. I've left the rest up to my lawyer. I'll send the business card to your parents' house, and any further contact with them will be through my lawyer only.
Oh no. Wait a minute. I'll really apologize. Just come home for now. You've already finished work, right? You can't go to a lawyer. Let's talk it over, face to face, as a married couple.
How can I sleep in the same house with my divorced, cheating wife? You should at least understand that much. I'll stay at a hotel tonight, but you're going to have to leave as soon as possible. I'll have you forcibly evicted if needed. And I won't forgive you if you cry or apologize either. I'm going to make sure I get all my money back too. Goodbye. After that, I got back all the money that Lisa spent and got compensation that Lisa and Mike's parents paid on their behalf. Lisa fought me by not leaving the house easily and waiting for me in front of my office. Lisa's parents immediately took her in their control and promised me that they would never let her near me again. After that, I never saw Lisa's face again. According to the rumors, she's now working hard at her relative's company to pay off a huge debt.
Sis, you disappeared after the wedding ceremony ended. Aren't you coming to the reception? I want you to bless Masons in my happiness. Are you serious, Regina? What are you really up to? Taking over our wedding? Really? I didn't intend to take over, though. Aren't you the one trying to take over? As Mason's ex, you couldn't get over the breakup and showed up as the bride at my wedding. Quite the entrance at your sister's wedding, huh? What? I didn't get dumped. Today was our wedding day. I booked the venue myself, prepared for the ceremony, and paid the expenses. It was genuinely our wedding. But in the morning, you were wearing the wedding dress I arranged, and Mason said he'd marry you. What is even happening? Oh my God, it's so funny! I could see your despair, making it a memorable and amusing moment. That face, thinking about it makes me laugh. Maybe the funniest moment of my life. Sis, the dress was a bit big because you're fat, but it's a relief I managed to wear it. Stop kidding around. Thanks to you, it became the best wedding ever. Thank you so much, sis. I can't believe this. My head is spinning. You're always like this. You've always taken what's mine. When we were kids, it was toys, snacks, and allowance. In high school, you even took my boyfriend. That's why I cut ties with you and our parents, who were always on your side. Too bad, sis. Unfortunately, fat and boring sister like you is fated to dedicate everything to your cute sister like me. First of all, how did you know about my wedding? I made sure not to let anyone from my family know, so no one would interfere with my life again. I mean, I relocated to the other end of the country just to make sure, you know. I happened to have a fateful encounter with Mason, who was on a business trip to my hometown. I quickly realized that his fiancée was you. Mason is highly educated, has a high income, is tall and handsome. I thought he was too good for you. When was that? About a year ago, maybe? Mason and I got engaged only 6 months ago. Both you and Mason have betrayed me for so long. Not only betraying me, but also ruining my wedding. Taking over my wedding I organized and made it yours? Oh, it really makes me furious. You keep saying my wedding, but it's not your wedding. It's my wedding. Too bad. Today is my wedding. You're a loser dumped by Mason. Well, crying about it now won't change the fact that you got dumped. Mason chose me. I'm prettier and more likable than you. Mason even said he prefers me. A woman who got abandoned by such a perfect man should leave right away. I've had enough. So fine. Mason is all yours. What? You're giving up already? I'm not interested in a cheater anymore. Actually, I had some second thoughts about this marriage. Probably you saved my life. Trying to act tough, huh? Say whatever you want. So now that you are getting married to him, do you know about his family? Huh? What about Mason's family? Mason's father is a director of a major banking company. And his mom is a beautiful and graceful lady, right? Did you meet them in person? I've only seen pictures. So what? But just by looking at the pictures, I can tell they're good people. Besides, rich families usually have good personalities, you know. Maybe a poor woman like you wouldn't understand. A person who's 27 and still depending on their parents is saying what now? Well, I'm about to be Mason's wife soon. I'll become a wealthy, beautiful, and elegant wife. Oh, I see. Do as you please. It'd be nice if you could become a wealthy wife. Of course, I'm destined for it. I'm different from an ugly sister like you. A fat, 30-year-old woman, dumped by her fiancé, is heading straight for a lifetime of singlehood. Enjoy your single life, sis. It's much better to live alone than to be involved with trash like you. I'll be billing you for the venue fees and damages, though. You understand that, right? Yeah, whatever. If it means avoiding marrying a crappy old woman like you, I'll pay any amount. That's what Mason says. Both Mason and his dad are high-income, wealthy people, so paying something like compensation to you, it's nothing for them. Well then, I won't hesitate to demand it. The rest, I'll communicate through a lawyer. Don't contact me ever again. I don't need to be told. I don't want to talk to a poor loser like you. Sis, help me. It's serious. I might die like this. I'm going to your place right now. Hide me, please. Hey, why aren't you responding? You're reading this, right? Please give me a reply. What? Weren't you the one who didn't want to talk to a poor loser? If you're talking about delaying your payment, I won't agree to it at all. Pay the full amount by the end of this month. Shut up! I can't believe you. You deceived me, didn't you? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. Mason's family is insane. Oh, you finally noticed. I warned you about it, right? Not listening to advice was your fault, wasn't it? You were talking about a director dad in a big bank and a graceful mom, right? They tricked me by their appearance. When I actually met them, turns out the father is a verbally abusive guy with outdated views on gender roles, and he's got a drinking problem too. Moreover, he just works for a shady loan company with a name strikingly similar to a major bank company. The mom's all about manners, and she's really tough on me, like to a whole new level. Yesterday, she had me sit straight for a whole 10 hours, lecturing me how to be a well-mannered wife. If I lose my good posture even for a second, she will extend the lecturing time as punishment. When I said I wanted to live with Mason alone, I got slapped, and I was told not to talk back. This kind of bullying is unacceptable. Aren't Mason and you destined to be together? Then why not accept his family too? That's impossible! His mom keeps monitoring my every move. But I've been waiting for the perfect moment to escape this house. Tonight, Mason's mom is going out with friends. This is the only chance. I'm coming to your place, so please help me. Huh? Why? No way. Don't say that. We're sisters, aren't we? Let's help each other in times like this. Help each other? When did you help me? Cheating with my fiancé and stealing him on the wedding day? What kind of help is that? But as a result, you didn't end up marrying Mason, right? That means I helped you. Well, yeah. Right? So in return, help me now. But I don't like your attitude, so I'm not going to help you. What? Besides, I cut ties with you and my parents, remember? I don't consider you my sister anymore. Don't say that. Mason's job is busy, so he doesn't come home often. His dad gets drunk and causes trouble every day, and his mom bullies me every day. Sis, you are the only one I can rely on. What? Mason's job is busy? Yes. That's weird. Mason's company should be in a slow period now. I see that after working hours, the office lights are off. There's no one working late. What? Why do you know about that? Didn't I mention it? My workplace is next to Mason's office. It's an office district. We often run into each other at the lunch spot. Actually, that's how our relationship developed. Really? Me too. What? I also ran into Mason at a cafe near my home. We struck up a chat, and he came across as educated and well off. He even said, meeting a pretty girl like you during a work trip feels like fate. He approached me so passionately, and I was kinda into it. And when I found out he was engaged to you, well, we ended up staying at a hotel for a night. Oh, I knew it. What? That's Mason's usual tactic. Ironically, both of us fell for that trick. Huh? What do you mean? After breaking off the engagement, I couldn't stand it. So I hired a private investigator to investigate Mason's background. And what came out was quite surprising. He made girlfriends in various places during his business trips. It seems he was juggling relationships with 7 different women. 7? Are you kidding me? He did break up with some after getting engaged to me, but you and 1 other woman remained. Mason lied to you about being busy with work while meeting another woman. Oh my God! The place where that woman lives is quite far from here. He probably thought he wouldn't get caught even if he kept those relationships. Going to meet her would require time and money, so he used the excuse of being busy with work. Leaving you alone after getting married and going on dates with her? She must be quite important to him, huh? That can't be true. You're definitely lying. You're just trying to deceive me because you're upset that Mason chose me, right? To be honest, I was surprised too. Seriously, breaking up with that jerk was the right move. He's the worst. It's all your fault that this happened. If you hadn't been with Mason, I would not be with him or taken over the wedding. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't change the facts. With a dad who's all about verbal abuse and a mom into bullying, he grew up in that mess. I used to think he was the exception, and he turning out okay despite that kind of parents. I guess he just pretended to be a decent guy before our engagement. And he works for a respectable company too. But that family, they were all similar. There's something wrong with that family. Oh no! Then what should I do? Being lectured every day? Redoing the cleaning multiple times? I'm yelled at and scolded and I can't take it anymore. Why don't you just run away to your parents' house? Mom and Dad love you so much that they'll hide you, right? I can't. I got kicked out of my parents' house. Really? That's surprising. Our parents have always loved you very much. They've been supporting you since I left home, even though you've been unemployed. And now, all of a sudden, they kicked you out? Well, I didn't know about this before, but Dad's cousin almost stole Mom from him when they were young. When he found out I had taken over your wedding and stole your fiancé, he got really mad. He told me never to come back to the house again. Isn't that awful? That sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to say. Our parents were a little on the sane side after all. So tonight, I'm running away to your house, okay? You'll help your cute sister, right? You know where I live? Of course I know where you live. When you were dating him, you two were practically living together. He told me where you live. Oh, I moved out of there. What? I knew that if you and Mason knew where I lived, it wouldn't be good for me. After I broke up with him, I moved out. Then give me your new address, please. Tonight is my only chance to get out of here. I don't want to. Why not? I'm glad about how my marriage turned out. But even without that, all you've ever thought about is stealing important things from me. You look down on me and make fun of me. I can't believe you're my sister, and I'm not going to help you. Don't say that. Then give me the proof of the affair that your private investigator found. Why? If I have proof of the affair, I can get a divorce too. No way. You two are destined for each other, right? Then be a good wife and do your best. No way could I be with a man who had 7 girlfriends. He must have said and done the same things to everyone. I guess so. Anyway, I need to get out of this house. Living in this place is driving me crazy. I won't bother my sister from now on. I'm serious. I'll start my life over as a new person. If you won't bother me, don't contact me anymore. I promise I won't bother you anymore. Just help me today. You're on your own. Oh, wait. What? I was packing to run away tonight. I think Mason's mom saw me. Oh my God, no way. She said she's not going out with her friends anymore. Of course. She'd notice if you were packing. Are you dumb? I have a lot of important things like clothes and accessories. You know, there's something really wrong with this family. What now? I told Mason's mom about the affair. She said a wife must forgive her husband's affairs with an open heart. That's terrible. Is it really your place to say such a thing? Mason was originally my fiancé, and you stole him from me. You took over my entire wedding ceremony and looked so happy. You got together at the end of the affair, so you have to forgive him too. No way! I didn't take him away from you for this to happen. If I took away a highly educated, well-paid, handsome man, I thought an elegant, wealthy lifestyle was waiting for me. You got what you deserved, didn't you? Hey sis, think about it. Both of us were victims of this cheater. Why are you so cold to me? How can you call us the same victim? You stole my fiancé knowing that he was engaged to me. So for me, you are not the victim. But that's terrible. If I don't do something about it, I'll be bullied at Mason's parents' house forever. And I'll go insane from the stress. Don't worry. You are already insane. It won't make much difference now. Oh no, I can't believe you, sis. It's all your fault. If you hadn't gone out with him, if you hadn't been engaged to him, none of this would have happened. Give me back my life. You put your own life in jeopardy. You can rebuild it yourself. Oh no. Good luck. Regina seems to have confronted Mason about his affair and tried to get a divorce. However, Mason called all of his side chicks on the spot to break up with all of them and promised in front of Regina and his parents that he would never cheat on Regina ever again. That left Regina with no choice but to stay married to him. But she never gave up. Regina leaked Mason's affair to his workplace. Once again, she tried to divorce him, but her plan failed. Mason had to quit and change his job to a lower-paying one. Because of the drop in income, he was unable to pay the alimony and damages that I had charged them. In the end, he borrowed money from his father's shady loan company. Upon being told by Mason with a smile, "Let's work together as a team to repay it," Regina went crazy. She went on a rampage and tried to escape the house, but her in-laws and Mason seized her, and from then on, she lost hope of escaping from the crazy family. Liam, I have a problem. Are you at work? Can you pick up the phone now?
Good morning, Naomi. I'm on the train. I'm sorry, can you just text me? What's the rush?
Liam, do you know where my ring is?
Huh? Your ring?
Yes, the one I always wear. It's the engagement ring you gave me. It wasn't here when I woke up this morning.
No, I don't know.
You stayed over last night, and then early this morning while I was sleeping, you left, right? Did you see my ring when you left?
I'm sorry. I was in a rush to get to work. I don't remember.
I'm sure it was here yesterday before I went to bed. But I looked all over my room and I can't find it.
A ring. It's small. Maybe you dropped it somewhere while you were sleeping?
No, it can't be. I take off my ring when I go to bed. I leave it on the ring stand on the table. It's always in the same place. There's no way I could have lost it.
So, maybe you just fell asleep and put it somewhere else? Maybe you threw it in the trash by mistake.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't throw it away. I moved the bed and looked for it, but it's not there. I don't know what to do. It's so important.
Well, there's not much you can do if you lost it, is there?
Well,
you're gonna have to buy a wedding ring sooner or later. Don't worry about it too much. Just give up on the engagement ring.
That's not how it works. It's a one-of-a-kind ring with our initials on it. We have to find it. Liam, will you help me look for it?
Okay. I'll go to your house right after work. We can look for it together.
Thanks, Liam. I'll be waiting. Sis, I have a favor to ask you. What's up? If you need me, please be quick. I'm busy getting ready for work. You know that blue dress you have? I need you to lend it to me. What? Why all of a sudden? Why do you need the dress? I want to wear it on my date with my boyfriend today. I'll go over there to pick it up this evening. So, can you lend it to me, please? I can't. What? Why? You always want my stuff. You say you want to borrow it, but you end up not giving it back. My bag, my shoes. I don't know how many of my things you have borrowed and never given them back. I can't help it. If you have something, I want it for some reason. Besides, you actually have a job. You get paid a lot of money. You can just buy another one. That's not the point. It's common sense to return what you borrow. Even sisters? Of course. I understand. I'll give it back this time, so lend it to me. No way. If you want something, buy it yourself. You're so mean, sis. What? You know I don't have any money. It's your fault for not getting a job, isn't it? What are you doing, living off our parents at your age? Get a part-time job or something. I don't want to. I'm getting married and becoming a housewife. Anyway, I'm not lending or giving you my clothes. I look better in that dress than you do. I'm prettier and more stylish than you. You're as confident as ever. Compared to you. Oh yeah? When did you get a boyfriend in the first place? Until recently, you were always going on blind dates. But recently, I started going out with a guy. He's older than me, and he's a handsome guy. I see. When I thought you started going out with a guy, you break up with him. I thought you were still single. He seems to have fallen in love with me at first sight. I'm popular, unlike some people I know. I get approached by so many guys, I don't know what to do. But I'm sure you don't know how that feels. I'm sorry, I'm not popular. But I have a fiancé. As long as I have a partner I can trust, I don't want a lot of guys to like me. You're being so uppity again, aren't you? If you don't make an effort to improve your feminine qualities, your fiancé will get tired of you. Yes, I'm trying to improve myself in my own way. Mind your own business. If I can't wear the dress, then lend me the white coat you have. Come on, I told you I don't want to. Why, cheapskate? That coat is cute. It would look better on me than on you. I told you before, if I lend it to you, I won't get it back. It's not about whether it looks good on you or not. Well, if you're going to be so mean to me, I won't introduce you to my boyfriend. I don't care. I'm sure you will get tired of him soon after going out with him. You'll probably get bored and find another boyfriend. There's no end to the number of boyfriends you're going to have to introduce me to. I don't know about that. This time might be different. Huh? We might get married. Oh well, do what you want. I'm not interested in your boyfriend. Hey, what's going on with you, sis? What do you mean? You seem awfully cold. Did something happen? Yeah, a little. What? What is it? I lost something important. What is it? What do you mean, something important? You're really getting into this, aren't you? I can't find my ring. A ring? Yeah, this morning I couldn't find the ring my fiancé gave to me. Oh, you're such a dope, sis. You wear your ring every day. How could you lose it? I take it off when I go to bed, but I'm sure I put it in the same place as usual. I can't help wondering why. I've searched the whole house. I can't find it anywhere. I asked Liam and he said he didn't know. Oh, well, that's tough. But you know, it's kind of bad luck for an engagement ring to just disappear. Is it a sign that something's going to happen? Oh, come on. I'm getting married soon, so don't say scary things. Sorry. I'm sure I will eventually find it. Yeah, right. Well then, I'm off to work. See you later. Okay, have a good day. Liam, are you done with work yet? You said you'd come over after work today, but...
I'm sorry, Naomi. I suddenly had to work overtime, so I might not be able to come over today.
What time are you going to finish work? I don't mind if you're late. I'll have dinner waiting for you.
I'm supposed to go out for a drink with some people from work after this. My boss invited me, so I couldn't say no. So I can't go today, I'm sorry.
But you promised you'd look for the ring with me.
I'm so sorry. I'll be there tomorrow, I promise.
It's already past 10. You're not working late again today, are you?
Sorry. I've been drinking with people from work again today. I don't think I'm gonna make it over there tonight either.
Oh no. You said you'd come over today. I'm preparing a meal for you too. If you couldn't come, you could have at least called first.
No, I can't call you when I'm working. What would people think?
What do you mean people think? What are you talking about in this day and age? You have a cell phone, so you can at least text me.
Oh, shut up already. Don't nag me like an overprotective mother.
Mother, you and I are engaged. I have every right to worry if you come home late at night.
It's only 10 at night. If we get married, we're gonna be together every day, even if we don't want to be. Let me have some freedom while I'm single.
What's with that tone? You make it sound like you don't want to marry me.
That's not true. You think too much.
But 2 days in a row for drinks?
It's not a drinking party. It's a work meeting. Anyway, don't interfere with my job. See you later.
Sis, are you awake? Hey, have you gone to bed already? Look who's texting at this time of night. Erica, what do you want? Sis, are you free right now? I mean, what time do you think it is? What are you doing texting so late? Actually, I was with him just now. I had a very happy moment and I wanted to tell you. Tell me what? Erica, you must be drunk. Yeah, how did you know? I went to a fancy bar with him. I drank a lot of cocktails. You're not much of a drinker, so you have to take it easy. When you drink too much, you quickly lose your memory, right? But I haven't forgotten today. He proposed to me. What? A proposal? Yeah. You just started going out with that boyfriend, right? And you're already getting married? Isn't that a little too soon? Well, he didn't actually ask me to marry him. Then why is it a proposal? He gave me a ring. A ring? Yeah, he gave me a ring. That means he thinks I'm special, right? In other words, it's like a proposal, right? Not necessarily. But it's a really expensive ring. He definitely wants to marry me. Do you want to know what kind of ring it is, sis? I think you'll be surprised if you do. Okay, what kind of ring? A really cute ring with a heart-shaped diamond. Aren't you jealous? Erica, could your boyfriend be... Sis, did you finally figure it out? I got a ring from Liam. You know what that means, right? I'm sorry I stole your fiancé. I can't believe it. No wonder I couldn't find it anywhere. Liam must have taken it while I was sleeping. Oh my God. There's no way it's in the house, but I've been looking everywhere for it. Poor sister. I wonder what Liam is thinking. He gave his fiancée a ring once, and now he's giving it to another woman. Don't blame him. Huh? I begged Liam for a ring like the one you were wearing. So you wanted mine again? Because it would look so much better on my slender finger than on your big fat one. Our fingers are not that different in size, are they? Besides, that ring had my initials and his initials engraved on it. Initials? Oh, you mean those L's and N's? How could you accept it so easily? I don't care about the initials. I can take it to the store and have it erased. I'll be damned. You have a lot of nerve. Anyway, he chose me over my sister. I'm sure he'll call off the engagement soon. Sis, please don't be mad at him. I'll invite you to the wedding. What a girl. Stealing your sister's fiancé without a care in the world. You can't help who you fall in love with. I'm a better match for a hot guy like Liam. Besides, he said it himself. Rather than a nagging mother figure, he says he feels better when he's with me. That's so cruel. I'll never forgive you guys. What? You'd better remember that. Liam, I think I know where the ring is.
You found the ring?
Don't play dumb with me. You're the one who did it.
No. I don't know anything.
Are you still playing dumb? You gave it to Erica, didn't you?
What?
I got a message from a drunk Erica last night. She bragged that Liam proposed to her.
Seriously? Erica told you about it? I told her not to tell you.
She seemed to have had a lot to drink. She blabbered on and on. You had a date with Erica yesterday and the day before, didn't you? You lied about working late. Cheating on me with my sister by lying about working late is disgusting. And you gave my engagement ring to her without my permission. What are you doing?
I mean, Erica said she really wanted the ring you had. I was going to buy her the same one, but honestly, I can't afford to buy another diamond ring. I thought it would be faster if I just gave her your ring.
Are you stupid? Giving my sister my ring just because she asked for it?
But I originally bought the ring. You don't have to be so mad.
Even if you bought it, I got it. It's mine.
Don't get so upset over one ring. I told you the other day, I'll buy you a wedding ring eventually. You don't need an engagement ring.
A wedding ring? Do you think I'm going to marry you?
What? What are you talking about? We're engaged.
You cheated on me while we were engaged. There's no way I'm gonna marry a prick like that.
No. Wait. Erica and I only date a few times. I never cheated on you.
Oh? I'll send you a picture then.
What?
Erica proudly sent me a picture of herself with you. There was a picture of you two shoulder to shoulder. There was also a picture of the two of you at a hotel. But still, can you say you didn't cheat on me?
I'm sorry, Naomi.
You admit you cheated on me.
No, I had an affair for a good reason.
What's the reason?
If I marry you, Erica will become my sister-in-law. I can't mess with my sister. I wanted to get to know Erica, who's younger and prettier than you, before we got married.
What a creep.
Believe me, Naomi, the only one I really love is you. Erica was just for fun. If you insist, I can have Erica give me back the engagement ring. I'll break up with Erica before we get married. So don't tell me you won't marry me.
I'm filing for compensation.
What?
You cheated on me, of course.
Wait a minute. We're not married yet and you're asking for money?
Don't you know? You can file for compensation even if you're still engaged.
Oh no.
Let's talk again about the future, including Erica. Bye.
Wait a minute, Naomi.
You're terrible, sis. Excuse me? Why do I have to pay compensation? It's a matter of course. You were having an affair with my fiancé. You weren't married yet. Liam said the same thing. You can file for compensation even if you're just engaged. But you don't get to ask me for money too. I'm your sister. It's too much to ask for compensation from a family member. Look, I don't care if we're family or not, especially when you knew that Liam and I were engaged. You dated Liam knowing that we were engaged. You have to pay for that. But I don't work. I don't have any money. So why don't you just borrow money? No. Okay, fine. I'll marry Liam. I'll marry him and he'll pay for it. I don't think you're gonna get married. What? Because you've been seeing other guys besides Liam, haven't you? A lot of other guys, right? How do you know that? You don't remember? The other day, when you drunkenly texted me, you said Liam gave you a ring. You sent me a picture of you and him together. At that time, you also sent me a picture of you with another guy. Huh? Oh shit! I don't remember anything! You don't even remember what you said to me? You're such a hopeless little girl. I was so happy that Liam gave me a ring that day. I ended up drinking a lot. Well, you can look at your message history later. You sent me a bunch of selfies of you, shoulder to shoulder with guys. Wait a minute! Oh no! I really did send them. I'll have to delete them right away. It's too late for that now. Even if you delete them, they're still on my end. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you were two-timing. You wanted to show off to me how popular you are. I don't envy you at all. Sis, please don't tell Liam. Huh? If you break up with Liam, I can marry him. I don't want Liam to know that I've been seeing another man. Let's just keep it a secret. I'm sorry, but it's too late. What? I forwarded the pictures to Liam. What? Liam was putting himself on a pedestal, angrily calling you a slut. I don't think he'll ever marry you. Oh no! Then sis, please forgive me. I'll give Liam back to you. No thanks. I don't need a piece of shit like him giving my engagement ring to a lover. Bye. Afterwards, Liam kept pestering me. He apologized and asked me to try again. Of course, I refused and called off the engagement. I demanded compensation from Liam and Erica. Erica was unemployed and couldn't pay in one lump sum. She had to borrow money from our parents. They were furious with her over the incident. They said they would recover the money they had lent her. She is now working part-time from morning till night to repay the debt. She's always exhausted. Liam, on the other hand, having his engagement broken off because of his infidelity, resulted in rumors being spread out through the office, which led to his co-workers giving him disapproving stares and his spending torture stays at work. And as for me, a few months after Liam and I broke up, I met a wonderful man at work. I now have an engagement ring on my left ring finger that he gave me. My parents like him because he's faithful and honest. He and I are planning to register our marriage in the near future. I am very happy despite all the problems I have had in the past.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.